Okay, I'm on hole number 16 of the Silver State Tournament. I'm in the opening round of the Ricky Division. Let's go to Golf Clash Notebook and look at hole number 16. This is hole number 7 of the Milano. All right. My only fear here is that I like to be we're so rubbing up against the edge down here that my only fear here is clipping this rough right here and ending up on this side. If I clip the rough over here, it'll dribble out onto the green, and I'm not worried about it. But I'm having to get. Normally, I'd like to be like 3 rings off down here, but I'm like 2, 2.25, 2.5, somewhere in that neighborhood, and it's just right there. So if you hit a grate to the right, you take the risk of clipping that rough, and it's right there on the verge. So I'm going to take a backbone and a katana. I need that side spin. I've been adding just where I haven't been adding on any curl, but I've been in my ball setup down here, I've been leaning towards the right, and I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just hit it straight up, and when it hits down there, it kind of takes an irregular bounce to the right, and I'm going to let the course do its work. Max, get those balanced out. Two and a quarter rings off. I'm going to add 10% on, so that's going to make it 4/8. And that's a perfect 4-ring pull. And I'm just going to hit it straight forward. Hitting it great to the left. And I'm right there. Perfect. Would have been right on top of it. Close. And you can see how when you're looking at that shot, it looks like it's just going to go to the left, but when it hits that fringe area down there, it takes a hop. It hops to the right, and then it wants to roll to the right. So if you aim it right, if you try and squeeze down in there and aim right at it, you really risk, if you hit a grate to the right, you really risk ending up clipping that rough, and you'll end up on the other side to the right of the cup. So it just takes a little bit of an irregular bounce here. So they've got a Goliath that should be, see, that's 2-4. Whew, that's going to be close. They hit it great to the right, which kind of helped them. If they'd hit that perfect, man, they were right down there by that sand. I love rough bumps. I mean, I don't have any problem shooting rough bumps. I have one of my teammates, Kyle, he loves shooting rough bumps. And I don't have any problem shooting rough bumps either. I shoot rough bumps all the time, and I like them. But there's a time and a place for everything, and that little rough bump down there, the wind's blowing, and it's we've got a headwind, and on that small of a little spigot down there with any kind of headwind, rough bumps are super dangerous. If you got a pure side wind, if you make a wrong adjustment, you're just going to hit it in a different spot, and it's going to roll off to the left or the right of cup. But when you've got a headwind like that, you really have to, you got to be on your wind adjustments. And so that rough bump down there, and I've played that rough bump several times where I've come to that hole and I've had a perfect side wind and I've played that rough bump. And it's a dangerous shot down in there. Any shot on that hole is really kind of dangerous. And I'm normally the guy that wants to be as close to the cup as humanly possible. But on that particular hole, that rough bump is I don't know. It's just a scary. it's just scary. All right, that was hole number 16 of the Silver State Tournament in the opening round of the Rookie Division. Thanks for watching.